why in this case, why the four-way is not, no, yeah, why the four-way is not a religion? How do you classify? I mean,
Yeah.
where do you, I mean, in the mind, like what I can.
Yeah. Well, briefly, all religions, or not all religions, but like say most famous religion, or the ones we associate the most with religions, because I know there are now hundreds of religions or something, but they say Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, uh, maybe Taoism, uh, such things. Um, First, there was a sage. First, there was a sage, meaning like a conscious being, a liberated being, messenger from above, so to say, as Gurdjieff would say. It's a messenger from above, but it's a human being. And there's a sage, conscious, free being that has already done the work in some way or another. So they reach their potential of consciousness. And then they start teaching. They start teaching, and they have a group of people, and they have a method. Yeah. So now that is kind of esoteric work. It's actually all the sages, they were guides and helping the immediate people around them to wake up and grow. Okay, now as the sage dies, that becomes gradually a religion where people now, they even put him, oh, he was not like a human, he was the son of God, he was like very special, he was like this. They put him on a high pedestal, and then it after 100 years or 200 years or 500 years, there's a lot of embroidery and stories, and there's lost some of his initial method, and initial teaching is lost, is mistranslated, is people who didn't know him, who are not awake, they start teaching this thing. Yeah. So it becomes diluted, distorted, and now usually the religion, in many religions, there's this sense of needing to believe. You need to believe. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? You have to believe in Mary. You have to believe. You have faith, and so somehow it gets so twisted that has nothing to do with the initial teaching. So instead of you need to do the work to wake up and do the work, now you need to believe that Jesus was Son of God, and all that you need to do, and you'll go to heaven, and then it's all good. And also heaven becomes some place out there, and hell is another place. So usually these religions start from this kernel of truth and a sage, and it gets more and more twisted to the point that becomes even harmful and hurtful and becomes an obstacle. Okay. And basically, in the name of that religion, like of love, of wisdom, now people kill each other, torture each other, oppress each other. So then, yeah. And the fourth way is not a religion. I mean, it can become a dogma. Mm-hmm. It can begin again to be taught by people who don't understand it and who are twisted. But the fourth way is this idea that it's based, you need to verify this for yourself. Mm-hmm. It's not based on faith or belief. So the fourth way is still a method to work on oneself.
Yeah, about that. It's nice. I mean, okay. I mean, I maybe keep questioning this because from the school that I come in, yes, or maybe from where I come in, I think it's necessary to have faith to do the work. I mean, faith is something that, yeah, if you don't have faith, you kind of lost in your work. Yes, because
Yeah, what do you mean by faith, Claudia? What do
faith
you mean by faith?
to give you motivation every day. It's like an aspiration. Yes, it's like this that tells you like you all the time say, I want to return home. Yes, it's like this wish, like deep wish that you tasted the present moment, that you tasted the I don't know, when you was eating an orange, yes, let's say, or a clementina or a pasta, delicious pasta from an Italian, yes, and then they say like you was present to that, and then it was like that moment was like perfect, yes, and then you want to repeat that moment, yes, but then you say how I can repeat the surprise, the feeling, the gratitude, all these things that you have in that moment, the joy, yes, and not living like, oh, negative, like in these days. It's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. No, there is something, especially for people who have magnetic center and to do some inner work. Basically, this magnetic center comes from within the spirit that is asleep, and the spirit is God's spirit. So there is this longing for coming home, and there's this intuition. It is this intuition, this sense of, man, it's intuition that God, there is a God. I may be confused what that is, but that God is real, and there is something here. So this intuition, this fire in the heart, that is good. That's not a problem. That is necessary. I was meaning that usual religions, they require you to believe something. Hey, believe this, and then it's going to be okay. So in the fourth way, the idea is that your faith, it needs to be based on some verifications. Okay. And then that is necessary. Like, hey, I verified that I am asleep. I'm checked out all the time in thoughts, past or future. So I have verified that. So I think, and I verified that there is a possibility to be more conscious and to be less checked out. And then when I did that, I was more here, and then there was a sense of aliveness, and I verified that, and I want that more. And then I verified that I believed all these things, that I'm unworthy and that I'm better than you guys, but I realized actually that's an illusion. So, whoa, I believe this illusion. So, okay, I verified this. So I have faith to continue the work because this goes somewhere.
Okay.
Because I verified some,
Okay. Thank you. Yes, great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mihai. Okay, right. So let's leave it here. And I hope we can continue soon. I don't know when, because Mihai is going for a trip. But, well, you are always welcome. Yes. And thank you for your time and answers, of course.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. And yeah, when I come back, we can resume.
Yeah. Okay.